So, this is Maria. My voice sounds way better than the last time we filmed, so go team. I'm an ambassador for the College of Engineering. I'm studying mechanical engineering, and today I'm here with Dr. Chen. Dr. Chen, who are you?
Well, I am Howard Chen. I am a assistant professor in industrial and systems engineering and engineering management. I teach ISE 324 work design, ISE 390, probability and engineering statistics 1. I can never pronounce that word.
Yeah.
I also run a research lab. We do a lot of stuff with biomechanics, trying to understand, predict, and prevent worker injuries, and we also work a lot with robots as well. On the robot side, we look at the navigation problem, which is trying to understand where robots are.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we have a lot of undergraduates and graduate students working in our lab.
So, when you say design work, what do you mean by that? Are you designing like how the plants are made, like as far as manufacturing, or is it, designing a work process for a person, and so to have an ergonomic process and have as least injuries as possible with success?
So the second, definitely. Our job is to fit the work to the person and not the person to the work. Roughly a third of people in the United States gets hurt annually. So what I mean by that is, if you look at all injuries in the United States that result in days away from work, so these are your most severe injuries that does not result in death. Roughly a third of those are attributed to work-related musculoskeletal disorders or ergonomics. So we try and alleviate that as much as we can, and a lot of that is trying to do risk assessments, understanding what jobs have the highest probability of people getting hurt, and how do we try and design work to mitigate a lot of these concerns.
Okay. Out of all the classes that you teach, what's your favorite?
So I teach 390, probability and statistics for engineers 1. I could pronounce that word better the second time I said it.
Nice. You just had to warm up.
I had to warm up. And I like that class because I view it as very important for every single engineer. The real world works off uncertainty, and we are striving to find certainty given uncertain information. And that is true across all engineering disciplines, whether you're mechanical, whether you're industrial, whether you're chemical, doesn't matter. If you're electrical, you look at resistor values, there's a 5% band, and that means your resistance varies. So how do you design something that takes into account these variations? So that's very important. 324 work design is very cool. This is something that I study for the last 10 years of my life, and I hope to study for many more years. We are in a research institution, and one of the cool things about being in a research institution like UAH is that I am conducting, hopefully, groundbreaking research. But I've been studying this problem very hard for a very long time, and I'm able to convey the things I've learned into the classroom. And I view taking this knowledge and passing it to the next generation of engineers to be probably more important than trying to get papers published, which is still very important as well.
I think it was in France, maybe, or in some show, like a sitcom, and they talked about a person who had a doctor, right? And I think they wrote a textbook, and they published it, and then I think they put a $20 bill into the textbook, and then they put it in the library of the university. And so anytime that they were short on change, they would go to their textbook and get that 20. I cannot remember what show it is. Please don't ask. But do you think that that's accurate as far as the kind of research that you do? Is it mainly other PhD, masters, people who are strictly in the academia scenery, that would potentially check that information out, or do you think it's readily accessible for people of just whoever, like your everyday Joe?
Ideally, it'd be a mixture of both.
Mm-hmm.
We hope the assumptions and conclusions we made in our studies could easily be translated into a manner that could be, applied by the common engineer. But I think a lot of times you might need that advanced degree, or just knowledge in the field for a very long time to understand the assumptions and the nuances based on the studies that we've made.
Mm-hmm.
No study is perfect. We try to do the best job we possibly can, given the resources that we have. And so being able to understand the assumptions and how we go about executing our studies, and understanding the broad results and also the nuances with what we do, I think is important.
I think I know the answer, but coffee or tea?
Coffee. I need that jolt.
Do you listen to Spotify? Do you use Spotify to listen to music? Does your phone have battery?
I'm afraid.
Yeah? Okay, can you tell me what your day list looks like right now?
Oh, day list.
Yes.
Late 90s, early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what it's saying?
Yep. We have,
Let me see. I gotta see it for myself.
we got some Michelle Branch, some...
Who?
The punk girl rock band.
You never heard?
That was it.
The first song on here is Thinking Out Loud by Ed Sheeran.
It's a good song.
You need something calm to grade papers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. That's calm.
Yeah.
What is a non-technical skill that you wish you had or would like to work on acquiring?
Trying to write more efficiently and having better time management.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think as professors, we are juggling a lot.
Mm.
We're teaching,
Yeah.
right? And then we have our research lab.
Mm-hmm.
So there's trying to make sure that our students have all the resources to succeed in terms of trying to execute the projects that they're assigned to, and also being able to come up with their own ideas and having directions to go in their own areas of research.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so you're juggling quite a bit. So having better organizational and time management skills would be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of what we do is writing.
Mm-hmm.
And so being able to write effectively, efficiently, I'm better than I used to be, but it's always something I need to work on.
Mm-hmm. If you were not an engineer, what would you be doing instead?
I would like to think I could be a musician,
Okay.
but I had a lot of friends that went to music school that are either gigging musicians or band directors.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I was that good, but I was never really that good.
Mm-hmm.
Good enough to enjoy the craft, but not good enough to make a living off it.
Mm-hmm.
So if I didn't do engineering, I honestly don't know what else I would do.